I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution, where I talk about everything crypto daily. Before we jump into this video, I want to ask everybody, smash the like button, trying to get a like spike going, 1,000 likes a video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'm going to keep you up to date daily on everything crypto. Jumping right into the market today, crypto sideways with reddish undertones. Overall market cap of cryptocurrencies $148 billion. Bitcoin at 5177. This is a Bitcoin weekly chart. We talked about this previously. And again, price action still unable to work its way above this major resistance at 6,000, and the 200 SMA is at about 56.34, and it would be very important for the bulls to push the price higher than that. If we don't get a weekly close above that level, expect more downside. This would be the first time that a weekly candle both opened and closed below the 200 simple moving average. So there's a lot of bearish signs long term. This is the Bitcoin 4-hour chart. Now you've got a falling wedge. Default is by the breakout. It's kind of if-then statement right now. We're not. There's a lot of uncertainty in the market just with what's going on with traditional markets. So, but what I want to cover with you is that there's bearish signs short term. You got this like little rounded top here, which if you zoom into the 5-minute chart, it's a head and shoulders pattern. So if this plays out right here, you'd see some downside, potentially down here to about 4,800. Now it's important, if this breaks lower, wherever this next low gets put in, it's crucial that if this low is a higher low, higher than this low previous, then potentially you've got an inverse head and shoulders, and this price action is trying to reverse. So there's going to be a lot more certainty that will come going forward. We're gathering data every single minute of every day. You got decreasing volume, suggests a move coming. So look here, prior decreasing volume, and then this was a move to the downside and then a move higher. It just means there's volatility coming. RSI is unable to break above the 50, which definitely not a good sign for the bulls. So the cloud again is acting as overhead resistance. You don't really want to open up any long positions unless we break above the cloud. Now this is Dash. Dash had a bunch of news. They released the Dash platform 0.11. This release includes the ability to register public data contracts, DAPI for web browsers, installation packages for EvoNet and local development. Also in Dash news is Dash Electrum release. I saw this previously last night when it was being talked about, and I did post a setup in my trading group. Here was a setup by the breakout of this falling wedge, and this is Dash. Boom, broke out to the upside. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. Got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading this market, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join the group, these guys. I post profitable trading setups daily. So if we look here, you basically had Dash up 17% now, and then Lisk, LSK, up 12%. Here's the Lisk setup. You can see by the breakout of this level. So it's an if-then statement. As soon as it breaks out above there, boom, profits. That's what it's all about. Buy low, sell high. Now, if you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. If you pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. If you pay for the year in crypto, you get 30% off and an additional month for free. If you do want to pay with a card month to month, you can do so. There's a Patreon link in the description. But it's important that you guys see this. Like, you've got a double bottom here, right? And so this is a bullish pattern. The hard part about finding good setups in this market is it takes time to find the good setups, right? So the stock market has been getting killed, and the Dow was tanking, S&P 500 was tanking. The circuit breakers could be triggered, they announced, and they were. You can see this is the S&P 500. This is the key support level that we were talking about recently, and you've got a falling wedge. Right now it's at support, and again, it needs to break above this key support level that we talked about yesterday. There's been a direct correlation in the Bitcoin chart and the S&P 500, and so that's what this chart shows us. Essentially, this is the Pearson correlation coefficient between Bitcoin and S&P 500, and it's over here, and it's hit the all-time high ever right? So this shows a correlation, right? Obviously, the more correlated, the higher it is. You can see right here, it's spiking. So, you know, it's important to kind of keep an eye on what's going on with the S&P 500 right now. Like we talked about, stock trading was halted after a 7% drop in the S&P 500. Oil and bonds drop in sync. So the S&P 500, they dropped 5% at open, Dow tanks, and it's been pretty crazy morning for traditional markets. Crypto is not really moving. And so is that a bullish sign? Potentially. You know, it would be, I was thinking about it today. I said, man, you know what? The whales want to make a big statement. Man, now's the time to pump Bitcoin. Imagine this. Everything else is getting wrecked and Bitcoin just starts pumping. What kind of statement would that send to everybody? Everybody, globally, Bitcoin, buy some, you know, causes amazing run up in Bitcoin. Everybody started selling traditional stocks. And so times like these, anything's possible. However, I don't think they're going to be buying Bitcoin. We're not quite to that point as far as adoption goes. But, you know, a pump now would definitely put Bitcoin on the map. Bitcoin price reactions to recent events. And it basically talks about, you know, Trump was announcing a travel ban and the basically the opens and closes of the New York Stock Exchange. And you can see direct correlations between all this news when it's been announced. So interesting idea here. I want you to focus on this idea. Data shows that the crypto asset sell-off was driven by short-term holders. So on March 11th, about 281,000 Bitcoin had been untouched for 30 days and it was revived, but only 4,100 of those Bitcoin that had been untouched for at least a year were revived. So basically, new people in this market, new holders, new buyers, they were the ones that started this sell-off. The weak hands are people that are new in crypto. Now, I want everybody to remain calm. There's nothing to worry about. You can see the team at Bitfinex. They're just baking these tether cakes while Bitcoin's back here on the hot seat. Don't even worry. They're just busting them out like crazy, busting out the tether. Bitcoin hash rate chart. So Bitcoin hash rate is getting killed. The miners potentially are capitulating, right? You got this sharp decline. Smaller mining operations are getting shut down. It's no longer profitable for them to conduct their business with Bitcoin at current prices. So what'll happen is the difficulty will adjust as far as mining Bitcoin goes to kind of level this out. But again, not a positive sign for Bitcoin. Now, Ethereum, this is pretty tragic for MakerDAO. Apparently, Ethereum transactions were not being executed due to network congestion. So there were liquidation auctions for MakerDAO. They weren't being executed. So someone able to step in and buy $8 million worth for $0. So in essence, these liquidations happened and resulted in protocol losses of 5.6 million DAI. And due to the opportunity to win liquidation auctions with zero bids, which was basically 36% of all the liquidations, the greatest vault lost 35,000 Ethereum, where the most successful liquidator had a profit of 30,000 Ethereum. So essentially 8.32 million was withdrawn through zero bids auctions in total. 8.3 million. Poof, it's gone. Again, all this uncertainty in the market, kind of torn about this guy. You can see I got my moon boots here. Need to dust them off and possibly donate them to some people that can use them, like these people. Like look at their shoes. What are they like walking on? How is that even safe? These guys need some moon boots. I want everybody to dust off your moon boots. We'll loan them out. We'll put them on loan for a little bit, and then we'll get them back when we need them. The future is golden. Don't get depressed and down about this whole situation. Probably everybody's bunkered down right now, but this too shall pass. This too shall pass. If you haven't signed up for a VPN yet, definitely try PureVPN. Link is in the description. If you want to stay protected anytime you're working with your crypto, if you want to use Binance, you want to trade these bear coins, you want to use BitMEX, you want to use Bybit, any of those exchanges, PureVPN, the link in the description does support the channel. And they have an insane 85% off. So I saw this tweet on Twitter. It said, stock market investing legends today. Bill Ackman stated, I'm aggressively buying stocks today. I said, wait a minute. Here's CNBC says, here's Pershing Square's Bill Ackman says it's not enough being done about the panic in the world. He's calling for a 30-day global shutdown. He basically, this person says he's buying. He's calling for a global shutdown. Is this market manipulation? Yes, it happens in all markets. Now, this person stated that we're talking traditional asset crisis cycles. This is why global access to Bitcoin is a game changer in uncertain times, especially when things are quarantined. Catherine Coley stated live from her bunker. Again, we're watching traditional markets right now because there's a direct correlation between S&P 500 and Bitcoin. So it's good that Bitcoin potentially is holding on right now. I had tons of people reach out to me about this, and they said, hey, Peter Brandt's saying that zero could be Bitcoin's ultimate bottom. I said, no, we're not going to zero. Now, there's some retracement potentially left in Bitcoin, but not going to zero. You know why? Because CZ says, hey, you guys still worried about Bitcoin going to zero? Don't. So long as I have a penny left, he stated, it won't happen. Listen, how many billion is CZ worth? He's basically saying, hey, I'm going to make sure and pump the price of Bitcoin. Him and his whale buddies probably been in crypto forever. If you like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.